So this is a week where you're going to crack the whip a little bit. You're going to say, come on, we need to move. We need to move. We need to move. We need to move. You're going to have checklists. You're going to have things that you're just pushing forward through, and you're going to do it.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Aquarius, this is your astrology reading for the week of August 18th through the 24th. Let's get to it. Miss Bonnie's not able to be with us today, so she's provided me the information to read to you. Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. And more importantly, be patient with my reading. It can be crazy sometimes. Aquarius, we begin the week with the same kite headed towards Saturn opposite Mars. Remember last week when we ended, we had two kites in opposition. That one kite has dissolved. And so this one is probably the one that's left. And then from what I've read in some of the other things so far, I'm going to probably see where it's dissolving this week too, which is going to release tensions. But let's move on. If you haven't already, you need to find a compromise between taking actions and limitations midweek. This kite begins to dissolve. That's what I said. My Lord, maybe I'm right. And you will see an opposition forming between Venus and Pluto. That's your love, romance, and money versus big dramatic changes. So it's always a good idea to find your compromises by the end of the week that the opposition moves into the moon versus Pluto. And this could be a situation where maybe you and your partner are having discussions about economic situations and it gets heated and you feel like it turns into something more. And again, don't let it get out of control. Compromise. Find something that works, all right? This could be a situation where it could be your travel plans. It could be, doing something special. Again, compromise. Are you hearing me here? Back to Miss Bonnie's reading. Your feelings will need some dramatic changes this week. Bring a blend of reflection and forward momentum. Again, moving forward, but not forgetting where you came from. You get what I'm saying? As the sun moves into Virgo on the 22nd, your focus will shift toward deep emotional healing, rest, and inner work. I'm loving that energy. That's wonderful. Mars is energizing your financial world and encouraging action on money matters. Oh my goodness. You will gain clarity early in the week on financial goals and resource management. That means look at your goals, look at your budget, make sure you're in your budget. That's one of the big things that popped out in my mind right there. On the 20th and 21st, it's a good time for budgeting. That's what I just said, right? Negotiating raises or reassessing investments. Once the sun enters into Virgo, your attention turns inward, and that may slow external career moves. Oh my goodness. So again, make sure you're getting all your advancements that early this week. Make sure that if you're wanting something to happen at work, get it this week early, because as this slows down, you don't want to be there. It will strengthen your foundation and avoid impulse financial decisions on the 23rd. Again, that goes back to budget. We talked about that. Details matter now more than ever. If you are single, emotional vulnerability can be your strength, so allow yourself to be open and to open up to intimately with other people. And again, show them who you are. Show them more that they're going to be drawn to you, but you have to see you. So open up this week. If you're coupled, then you're going to benefit from a quiet, restorative time together, and focus on emotional support and feelings on the 19th and 20th. It's a very nurturing time for you. So make sure that if you're in a couple or in a relationship, make sure that you're spending time together, having great conversation, heartfelt conversations, not crazy little, silly conversations. Let's not talk about a romantic movie. Let's have conversations about our relationship, where we're going, those kind of things. Anyway, and reconnecting on a deeper level. Mars will energize your income stream, which means, again, cha-ching. Use the drive to seek new ways to increase or stabilize your cash flow on the 20th and 21st. It's an excellent time for financial planning and prudent negotiations. Remember, do it at the beginning of the week, because again, by the end of the week, that becomes problematic at work. So let's get it out of the way early, right? Risky gambles on the 23rd. Again, 23rd is going to be a rough day for you when it comes to risk. So we're not doing anything on the 23rd. No risks. No risks. Prioritize your rest and recovery. Your energy renewal depends on slowing down and healing. Midweek, I encourage you to practice meditation or gentle yoga energy. Work is especially beneficial. Pay attention to your emotional well-being. Very good. I like that energy. Let's see if Tarot kind of says the same thing. Before we go, though, just to kind of summarize this, a week where it's front loaded in the beginning with work. Make sure you ask for what you want at work. Make sure you push for it, because at the end of the week, it's going to be sketchy in that sense. Make sure that anything you sign, that you pay attention to what you're signing. Make sure that if you're in a relationship, that you have deep and loving relationship conversations and not just little babble. Make sure that, especially on the 19th and 20th, spend a little attention to your timing and your time together. Maybe even do some future planning and that kind of stuff. If you're not in a relationship, this is a great time to get out there and be there, but be open. Let them see your vulnerability. Let them see that you're human and not that you're this, I've got to be the strong person. No, let them see that you're actually very emotional, very real, and that you think and process more like they would want you to see. Okay. With that said, I'm going to go. Let's check out the tarot and see how it resonates. Does it conflict? Does it align? We'll find out. Aquarius, this is your tarot reading. Let's see if it aligns with that astrology read or whether there's a conflict there. On the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, I'm loving this. Knight of Coins. Energy around movement toward money, energy around movement toward happiness and success. And so this is the energy around you. So very good energy. Don't be surprised if you hear about your business, the business that you're involved in doing well, or that your employer is doing well, or that or your friends are doing well. Again, lots of good energy around you, and celebrate that energy, because it's going to be part of yours as well. We have the Queen of Wands here, and the Queen of Wands, it's interesting with her, because I don't understand. She's in reverse, okay? And so I'm going to turn it upright, because when the Queen of Wands is upright, she's patient about work and she's patient about working through something. When she's in reverse, no patience. This is just get to it and get done. This is energy of get her done, get her done. This is the energy where you're not sitting back, you're not waiting, and you're not letting other people dilly-dally either. You're going to be pushing them to move forward, because they're moving forward as you're moving forward. So this is a week where you're going to crack the whip a little bit. You're going to say, come on, we need to move, we need to move, we need to move, we need to move. You're going to have checklists. You're going to have things that you're just pushing forward through, and you're going to do it. And you have to do it this week. It's interesting here, the Three of Swords is also in reverse. And so it tells me, by being in reverse, that tells me the people will support you 100%. When this is in the opposite, when it is regular side up, it tells you they're not. That means they're playing against you. But this is the opposite. They're very supportive of you this week. So again, when you ask people to do some things, when you ask people to step up to the plate and get things done, move things forward, they're going to do it. They're going to do it because they want to support you, because they appreciate you. The Queen of Swords is here. So the Queen of Swords is you cutting through it and saying, hey, look, I usually would pay attention to how you're feeling. I'm usually worried about this and that, but not this week. This week, I'm going to say, I know what we need to do, and I'm just going to press forward. If I hurt your feelings, I apologize. I'm going to put that out front and first, but I'm moving forward, and you got to join with me. And so, again, by taking control, don't be surprised if they're very supportive, because they're like, hey, if you tell me to do something, if it's that important to you, we will be there for you. The next card out is the Sun card. Look at that. You made the right decision. You have made the right decision. And that's when you're getting the attention you deserve. You're going to get a lot of attention this week. People are going to be looking at you. And more importantly, you're going to be you have a magnetism about you. So if you are in a relationship right now, don't be surprised if your significant other is paying more attention to you, and also pay attention to them. Give them that same love back. Make sure that the love is both sides. If you are not in a relationship, this is a great time to shine your light. And again, show them who you are, which goes back to that giving in, and let them get in, give a little personal information, let them in a little bit, be vulnerable. And that's that Sun card say, be vulnerable, and you're going to be great, because again, that's what it's about. Open yourself up, let that sun shine, and people are going to like it. My goodness, and then we have the three of wands. So just keep working on it, keep pushing through work. This is not a time to plan. This is the time to push forward and keep planting that seed. That's a Seven of Pentacles. And then here's the Page of Swords. So again, that energy's coming in. You're going to get news of how this happens. The news is going to again be somebody giving you a acknowledgement, somebody giving you kudos for something, or more importantly, somebody confirming what it is you've been working for, saying, you know what, you're right on target. I'm loving that. Ultimately, the last card out is that King of Coins, and that King of Coins is like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. You'll be thrilled. By the time the week's over, you're going to have extra income. You're going to have some money, maybe a bonus. You're going to have a happy family. You're going to be in a new relationship if you were not in one already. There's just all kinds of reasons for this week to be an amazing week for you. So let it shine, let your light shine, and you're going to see how this week is going to be one of your best so far this year. Take it, enjoy it. With that said, please help us make this the best week by sharing this message out. Hit that share button and also hit that subscribe button. If you're on Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is my channel, please pop over to Your Love Goddess, which was Miss Bonnie's, and hit that share and subscribe. If you're on Your Love Goddess, which is hers, pop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is mine, and also hit that share and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And then finally, Cards and Constellations, which is our combined channel. Find it, click the button, and do the same. We would appreciate it. Have an amazing week. Love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Until we see you next week, also hit a comment button and leave a comment. Let us know how this resonates with you. And if you'd like to see some different things happening with us as well, share that. We'd appreciate it. Until next week, shine on.